This is the story of the Master of Illusion, or Aris Double Life. So, Aris had perfected the art of being two different people, and honestly, he was pretty proud of it. To his classmates, Aris was the guy who had it all figured out, smart, dedicated, always prepared. The kind of students everyone secretly envied and openly admired. When professors asked tough questions, Iris would lean back in his chair with that confident smile and deliver answers that made everyone else wonder why they hadn't thought like that. During group projects, he would show up with the ideas that were so well thought out that his teammates would just nod along, grateful to be working with someone so obviously brilliant. Aris is so dedicated, they would whisper to each other between classes. He must study for hours every day. Yeah, I heard he never goes out on weekends, just stays home and hit the books. I wish I had his discipline. If only they knew the truth. The real Aris, the one who existed behind his apartment door, was basically the complete opposite of everything his classmates believed about him. While they imagined him hunched over textbooks with highlighters and sticky notes, he was actually face down on his bed, drooling on his pillow at 3 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon. Sleeping was Ari's true passion. Not studying, not academic excellence, not personal growth, just pure uninterrupted sleep. He had turned it into an art form. Power naps, full afternoon crashes, staying in bed until noon on weekends, and then somehow managing to fall asleep again by 2 p.m. His record was sleeping for 14 hours straight, and he still talked about it like it was his greatest achievement. When he wasn't sleeping, though, Aris was either gaming or watching YouTube videos. His browser history was graveyard of top 10 gaming moments or funny cat compilations or compilations of his favorite game heroes or something. He would discover his weird corner of YouTube where people watch mobile games while giving commentary. He will watch that stuff for hours. His gaming setup wasn't anything fancy, just his phone and whatever free games he could download. He would gotten pretty good at this one strategy game, though he will never admit to his classmates that he will achieve his rank by playing during what they assumed were his intense study sessions. The beautiful irony was Aris barely studied at all. Maybe in an hour the night before an exam, if he was feeling particularly motivated. Sometimes he would skim through lecture slides while half watching a Netflix series. His idea of thorough preparation was reading the assignment requirements twice instead of once. But somehow, it worked. Iris had his weird gift of absorbing information without really trying. He would zone out during most lectures, thinking about what he was going to have for lunch or whether he could squeeze in a nap before his next class. But somehow the important stuff would stick. He had a knack for understanding concepts quickly and then improvising the details when he needed them. His presentations were masterpieces of confident bullshitting, mixed with just enough actual knowledge to sound credible. He would stand up there, completely unprepared, and somehow deliver something that sounded like he would spend weeks researching it. His secret weapon was asking questions that made it seem like he was thinking deeply about the topic, when he really was just buying time to figure out what to say next. That's a really interesting point about, well, digital literature, he will say during digital literature class presentations, nodding thoughtfully. The lecturer would beam at him and he would just discover the cure of, I don't know, the cure of COVID, I guess. Well, Aris internally congratulated himself for remembering something from a YouTube video about it. For group projects, Aris had perfected the strategy of showing up to the first meeting with one really good idea, usually something he would thought of it in shower that morning, and then letting everyone else build on it while he nodded along and occasionally saying things like "exactly" or "that's what I was thinking too." By the end, everyone will be convinced that the project's success was largely due to his initial vision and ongoing guidance. The guilt, honestly, it was pretty minimal. Aris had convinced himself that he was just working smarter, not harder. Why stress about studying for hours when he could achieve the same results with natural talent and strategic laziness? Besides, his classmates seemed happy believing in their vision of him, and he was happy living his actual life, so everyone won. His apartment told real story though. Textbooks got stacked in the corner, still in their plastic wrapping from the bookstore. His desk was covered with empty snack containers and used tissues, not carefully organized study materials. His bed was permanently unmade because he spent too much time in it. The closest things to the academic material in his daily routine was the educational YouTube videos he would sometimes stumble across, though he usually clicked it away if they seemed too much like actual learning. Aris knew this couldn't last forever. Eventually, someone would figure out that the guy they thought was grinding away at his study was eventually grinding away at mobile game achievements. Eventually, his natural intelligence wouldn't be enough to carry him through increasingly difficult coursework. But for now, he was content to be the master of his own illusion. His classmates got to believe in their version of academic excellence, and he got to enjoy his hobbies of sleeping, gaming, and watching people on YouTube do things he was too lazy to do himself. It was a perfect system, really. And if anyone ever questioned it, well, he would just give them that confident smile and say something about how important it was to maintain work-life balance while pursuing academic excellence. And then he would go home and take a long, long nap.